Hey y'all, it's West Virginia History with Mrs. B, and today we're going to talk about Jackson County and Roane County, and I am coming to you from Jackson County. I'm actually in Ravenswood at the city riverfront park, and so that's the beautiful Ohio River behind me, and right behind me on the other side of that river is the state of Ohio. So Jackson County was named for Andrew Jackson, and the county seat of Jackson County is Ripley, which was founded in 1831. Jackson County is mostly agricultural, and it didn't take a turn towards industrialization really until 1957 when Kaiser Aluminum opened. Roane County has remained mostly agricultural, and it was named for Virginia Judge Spencer Roane. So the county is Roane County, Spencer is the county seat, and that county was founded in 1856. And just because these are rural agricultural counties doesn't mean that there's not really cool history. For example, the Roby Theater over in Spencer, which was opened in 1911, is the oldest continuously operating movie theater in the United States. And so you can go sit, you know, in a theater that's over 100 years old and watch a movie just like I have. And in Ripley, Vale Furniture, which opened in 1844, is the oldest continuously family-run furniture store in the United States. So we might be small, but we've got great history. Part of that history includes the opening of Spencer State Hospital, which opened in 1893, which was built to relieve what people call today the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, but was called the the Weston State Hospital at that time. And so what I love, like, because it's such a small town and people really love their history, when the Spencer State Hospital closed, Monarch Rubber, which is in the middle of town, bought the whistle from the Weston State Hospital, and they still sound it throughout the day, morning, noon, and night at the same time, so people have that continuity of their history. Some places to eat in Jackson County include Your Family Restaurant in Kenna, or we just call it the Kenna Restaurant, and they have the best burgers in Jackson County. And ask for your French fries extra crispy. Also, I would highly recommend Las Fajitas Mexican Restaurant in Ravenswood, and the Great Raw Restaurant, which is a Chinese restaurant in Ravenswood, as well as the Dog Pound. And in Ripley, if I say, do you want to go out to eat? I mean, do you want to go to Cozumel's Mexican Restaurant, which is primo. If you're in Ripley for breakfast and lunch, you should definitely hit the Downtowner, which is right across from the courthouse, and right around the corner from that is the West Virginia Artisans Market. Sherry, the owner, is a goddess. She makes really good chicken salad and potato salad, and everything she makes is great, but those are my two favorites. And in Roane County, people rave about La Finca, which is a Mexican restaurant, as well as the brand new Route 33 Steakhouse. Two things that I would definitely recommend, two events, would be in Ravenswood, the Ohio River Festival, as well as the Fall Harvest in the Wood Festival. And then Ripley, we're a town of parades. We love to have parades. And my very favorite parade of all time is the Ripley Veterans Day Parade. You will not leave that parade without probably shedding some tears, because it's just like down home, pure history and pure honor of our nation's veterans. There are so many super cute shops, whether they're in Ravenswood, which like Mountain Mama Marketplace, or in Ripley, like the West Virginia Artisans Market. Sherry has over 100 West Virginia vendors selling their crafts, or farmhouse market farms in Ripley as well. Or you can come to Ravenswood and shop at places like Yesterday's Antiques. I love going there because the owners are so knowledgeable, and they'll share their history and their knowledge with anybody that comes in. So yes, these are small towns. Yes, this is rural West Virginia, but I-77 will get you here, and you're going to want to stay after you come. So please stay tuned and listen to Camden as she tells you more about what it's like to visit Jackson and Roane Counties, West Virginia.
Hi, my name is Camden Stats, and as a part of Miss Barnett's history class, we are assigned a project that we're creating a road trip for a weekend that is fun, affordable for families to come and visit and just explore what each county has to hold. So the county that I had first is Jackson County and Roane County. Just a little combination of both. So first we want to talk about places that are great to stay. First off, we have the McCoy's Inn, which is rated a 4.7 star, and it is in Ripley, which is a big, probably the biggest city in Jackson County, or little town in Jackson County. Each night is approximately $110, and based off its Yelp reviews, it is really good. They have great rooms. It's right in between Charleston and Huntington, which are two big cities throughout West Virginia, and it's just a great place to stay for travelers who just need a break and to get off their feet. Another place to stay that people really enjoy is the Ravenswood Bed and Breakfast, which is inside of Jackson County as well. It has a 5.0 star rating on Yelp, and it is approximated at $120 a night. That is like a 2-room bed, so you can usually fit up to like 4 or 5 people in there, just depending on the size of your family. There's also the Cedar Lakes Conference Center, which is rated a 4.5 stars on Yelp. This is a huge conference center that comes with a bunch of activities that'll be talked about later in the video that a lot of people just enjoy going to. And they have a bunch of different cabins that are really cute in size and that are very large. They can fit a bunch of people. I know a bunch of different organizations throughout West Virginia use Cedar Lakes to kind of meet together. So you can rent out a cabin for $120 a night there. And then we have Ripley Water Campground, which is more for people who enjoy more of the outdoor experience with their families, who enjoy camping, hanging out in nature, that sort of thing. You can rent a lot for $50 each night. It is rated 4.4 stars. All of these places are like family owned or local to the area and are really highly recommended by all of its locals, and are recommended that you should go and stay there if you really need a place to stay for your road trip, and that it'll be really relaxing as a place. So referring to places to eat, there's a bunch of different places that are locally owned and is like your mom and pop restaurants that are highly recommended for your road trip. First off is Cheater's Biscuit World. That is a place that's almost a chain restaurant, but it is like a really big in West Virginia. It's only in West Virginia. If you haven't eaten there, I would totally recommend it. They're really affordable, usually under $10 per person. It just has a bunch of great options for people who enjoy all different kind of tastes and flavors. Next is the Legacy Market, which is in Roane County. Usually it's between $20 to $25, but it really just depends on what you buy. Each purchase is kind of separately. They've got a bunch of different items, going from like bagels to just fruits and different kind of breakfast foods like pastries that you can go ahead and choose from. Also in Roane County is the Backwoods Rambling, which is another great food and breakfast place. It kind of has the same thing as what your Legacy Market does. Usually it tops out at about $10 per person. Highly recommended for your road trip if you're going to go eat breakfast at any of these places. Not a far drive from Jackson County, and just really recommended if you're in the Roane and Jackson area. Going into like a more lunch foods, if you go into Ripley, back in Jackson County, there is a Make a Mia, which is a family-owned restaurant. Usually you can spend under $20 on any of your lunch foods. There's also Pete's Hot Dogs, which is locally owned, really highly recommended by all locals. Usually you can stay in between like a $10 price range per person. They've got some of the best pepperoni rolls in Jackson County, great hot dogs, all kinds of different items there. Now going into Roane County, they have the Hunt Brothers Pizza, which is highly recommended by all of its locals. Again, it's a family-owned restaurant that is really affordable for your family and just a great place to hang out with all your relatives and get to spend time. They also have the Artisan Market in Ripley, which is usually only $5. They sell little sandwiches and goods that you can go buy. All of its purchases and everything is stored there, and you can go check that out whenever you go on your road trip to Jackson County. Another place you can go is for dinner is you can go to Roadhouse 2081, which is in Ripley. It is a great place, highly recommended again. It is usually under $25. Going on to your next night, there's the Fairplane Yacht Club, which is in Jackson County as well. It's under $30. They have a bunch of different activity nights that they hold there. They have like trivia nights, bingo, they've got pool tables. Usually they have some sort of game going on, whether it's football, soccer, baseball, anything you're really looking for that your family can get into. And then in Spencer, they have the Garden Fresh Market, which is just like some of the other markets I talked about earlier. You can go there, just buy a bunch of different items that you prefer. This is kind of better for families with pickier eaters, that they can just go ahead and sort through different stuff that they know that they will enjoy. Regarding things to do, there's a lot of things that are cost-friendly to do in Jackson and Roane County. First off is talking about Cedar Lakes Conference Center, which I mentioned earlier whenever I was talking about different places for you to stay. They have going from volleyball courts, basketball, soccer. They've got mini golf. They have parks. They've got places to fish. They just have a little bit of everything that you can go there, hang out with your family and friends. It has a bunch of outdoor activities that are a lot of fun to get into. It's open at all times except for like night times. It does close at like 10 o'clock at night. It is free for anybody to go into. There's like the mini golf does have its own separate fees, but for the most part, any of its activities are free. And it usually throughout the year has a lot of activities that are hosted at Cedar Lakes, which I will get into in just a minute. But it's just a lot of fun to get to throughout the year. Next is the Roby Theater. It is in Spencer, which is in Roane County. It has a lot of different shows and activities and events that you can go to with your family. For adults, it is priced at $8, and kids are only $6. Next is we have the Saving WV Wildlife. It is in Spencer. It is open from April 1st to October 31st. For a family of 6, they have a $25 bundle. I would really recommend this. It's great to go and visit. A lot of the locals highly recommend this place. You just get to go look around and just experience what West Virginia wildlife is really like. Next, they have Alfred Park, which is in Spencer. It's completely free. It's kind of close to what Cedar Lakes is, but the Roane County version, it's a lot of fun. They've got a bunch of outdoor activities that you can go look into. Just highly recommended place for you to spend with your family and loved ones. Next is, this is for more adults or older people. It is the Chestnut Ridge Winery, which is in Spencer. They have a bunch of different things that you can look at. They have a bunch of different things you can purchase. It's free to go to. This is for people who just kind of like to see what each county has to hold, what some history it has in the land, because most of what they have is made locally. So it's just for people who enjoy that sort of thing. Next is Rollins Lake. It's in Jackson County. It is great. It has places for boating, has a dock, has places for just fishing right off the land. They've got a bunch of different fish in there, going all the way to snapping turtles, which aren't as fun, but is really highly recommended if you're more of like an outdoorsy family who likes to hang around, just fish, and just get to enjoy each other's company. Next, we have the Great Bend Museum, which is in Ravenswood, a part of Jackson County. It is free to go to, highly recommended by all of its locals, holds a lot of history about Jackson County, and really highly recommended to go and visit and just get to experience with your friends and family. Next off, we have little festivals and events that happen in Jackson and Roane County that are great to go and visit and get to experience. First off, we have the Mountain State Arts and Crafts Fair, which does happen at Cedar Lakes. Like I mentioned earlier, it's one of those big events that happen there. For adults, it's $5. For kids 12 and under, it's completely free. It happens on the 4th of July, kind of that weekend nearing that. It is a great thing to go experience. There's a bunch of different events and different tents that they have there that are great to go and visit and shop around at. They have activities there as well. They usually have some sort of petting zoo. They've got like face paint, live music, food, shopping, all kinds of different just items that you can go and look through. It is great to visit with the family. Highly recommended by all of its locals, and people from all around the state come to this arts and crafts fair to witness what it has to hold. There's the Wings of Wonder, which comes with the crafts fair on the 4th of July. Highly recommended yet again. Next up is the 4th of July Parade. This is has won awards in Jackson County for it's the biggest small town parade. It is really highly recommended. There's a bunch of stuff that happens at the courthouse and just different places throughout Jackson County. You can just go get to watch the parade. It's a lot of fun to experience. All the locals enjoy it. People sit out for hours. They camp out just to get a spot. It's just a lot of fun. Next, they have the Black Walnut Festival, which happens on the August 4th in Roane County. Great to experience. It comes with concerts, parades, carnivals, that sort of thing. Next is the Christmas parade, which happens on December 1st. It's completely free to go and watch. Same with the Veterans Day that happens on November 11th. Other things to do in Jackson County is the U-Turn Festival, which happens on July 3rd. It is completely free of cost. It is more of a Christian organization sort of celebration that happens on the Jackson County Courthouse lawn. You just kind of show up. It's great to be there and get to witness. They have live concerts. They usually have a bunch of different tents selling different goods. They've got different food and products. It's just great to be at. A lot of fun and highly recommended by all the locals. Next, there's the Reedy Country Music Festival, which happens on the 4th of July in Roane County. Completely free to visit. They have a bunch of live music, a bunch of different tents there set up for different food and selling of products. They're just really great to go and get the witness experience with a bunch of your friends and different locals from around Roane County. And yeah, so finally we have the Alpine Theater, which is a theater in Jackson County. It holds a lot of history just within its walls, and it hosts a bunch of different events and kind of festivals almost. It has different plays, it shows movies. It does a lot for Jackson County. It does a lot for sports organizations, schools. It stretches really far and everything that it's a part of. It always is hosting events. There's always signs outside saying what it's showing that week or that weekend. It's just something that everyone should get to go and experience once or twice, getting to see what the Alpine has in store for them. So that is everything that you need to know to come take a road trip for a weekend in Roane/Jackson County. They border each other, obviously, and just are a lot of fun to come and visit. There's a bunch of different things to do, places to stay, things to eat, and just a bunch of different things to be a part of and get to experience as a part of the West Virginia road trip, getting to see what it has in store that is both fun and affordable, and that can take a whole family.
Thanks, y'all, for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to West Virginia History with Mrs. B on both Facebook and YouTube.